Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here with the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we go live, tap the bell. We go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join our UVH fam, the community, links are below in the description to the Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you are here right now, say what up, say good morning. We got pretty much a flat market this morning. We have S&Ps up 275. That's $2, not 200. Dow's up $30, and Nasdaq is down 6, which was kind of crazy. I mean, the S&Ps, everything dipped hard last night. Now it's ripping back up to where it was closing at around yesterday. So, Derek, Keith, Ivan, two Ivans, Matthew, Reddit, how you doing? So people are like, I don't know if Nick's gonna go live this morning or not because I didn't blow off the last 2 days. I had some stuff going on, so I've been gone the last couple days. But we are back. We are back in the saddle now, and we also have Monday off. So keep in mind the stock market is closed on Monday. So if you're putting on positions for next week, just remember you have one less day. You have one less day next week. So. What's going on, Michael Black? How we doing? So, getting into things, I've pretty much just kind of been managing my managing my positions remotely. I had a couple trades in here last couple days. I had some earnings plays. I had earnings play on Target, and I had a play on Home Depot that I closed out. Now, my current positions. I have a lot of time on, but we'll see what happens. Let's see what we have. So right now I am short Apple. I'm short Baidu. I'm long Dropbox. Short Disney. Long DraftKings. Long Grub. Short Tesla, which is expiring worthless today. And I'm long VXX. So going into Apple. I'm actually short Apple. Last night, Apple. I have a debit spread for June 19th. I bought the 312.50. I'm short the 290 put. And hold on 1 second. I gotta refresh the stuff. Things aren't working. They're like, hey, you haven't streamed for 2 days. Get with it. My computer. Anyways. But I mean, looking at Apple was crazy after hours. It came all the way down to like my put strike. I mean, this has been riding pretty high the last few days. We had some rocky markets. I mean, I definitely wish I was day trading the last 2 days. We would have made some decent money, and maybe I protected myself. Maybe I would have lost a couple of bags, and I actually saved myself from money. Who knows? In retrospect, it looks like you would have made money, but you never know. You never know. What's going on, Kevin, Mr. Morris, Goldfish, Hank? Glad to see you guys here. Even though I haven't been streaming the last couple of days, kind of what's been rocking the markets here is the China trade. The U.S. Senate passed legislation saying that they can restrict Chinese companies from listing on American exchanges or raise money from U.S. investors. So they're saying this is going to put pressure on Chinese companies to list elsewhere, which I guess that is kind of the point. And Chinese tech giant Baidu said Thursday in an interview with China Daily that is discussing options such as a secondary listing in Hong Kong or other places. So China related, China's going to retaliate, obviously. So that's kind of we're kind of waiting for. If you guys remember the trade war, it'd be like, okay, China or the U.S. punches, then we have to wait for the other one to punch back. So the question is, when is that going to happen? Is that going to screw up your positions? And really, that's all it is right now. Like who's going to what are they going to do? Sometimes maybe they'll bow out, but highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Right now, Alibaba just reported earnings and they're tanking. They dropped down from 213. They closed around 212. Now they're at 207. Hit 215 pre-market here, but they're dipping down. I'm short Baidu. I wanted to be short Alibaba, but I wasn't sure because of earnings. I am bullish on Alibaba as a company, but with the China tensions, you really can't really be bullish on any any Chinese company. So I am short Baidu. I'm up a couple bucks on there. I also have a debit spread on there for June. It's the 105. I have the 105 put, and I'm selling the 95 put. So Baidu, looking forward to kind of fade back down a little bit down. Back. The goal is for it, it had earnings, pop up to 120, and now it's kind of fading. I'm hoping it fades back down to 100 within the next 28 days. I expected more red. Yeah, I mean, I think China was down like 3% last night. I gotta see here. What is it? Yeah, I was like, look at this. Hong Kong last night. Hong Kong was down 5.5%. The market was down 5.5%, which is crazy. And then our market, we were down last night as well, but we've bounced back. I have SDC and MCK. Andrew, what's going on? Let's see. You guys are holding SDC. Let's take a look. SDC. Man, it's weird. I haven't missed streaming. I haven't missed a day of streaming in months, maybe more. It was kind of weird to miss 2 in a row, and definitely felt weird. Futures reverse went up. Yeah, they're up now. Is it green today? So far, it's looking green, but I wouldn't call. They're just trying to get back to where they were. I don't know if it's going to flush with some volume. Relatively low volume right now in the futures. SDC, SDC is looking like it's bouncing back after earnings here. Appreciate it, David. Yeah, I definitely missed the live streams. I miss hanging out with you guys. This is part of my daily routine. So trading, getting ready, getting prepared. That's what it's all about. Like, people are like, oh, I slept in past the opening bell and now I'm losing, or I didn't do my research. And this is what we're all about: getting people out of bed, getting people put to work. Let's do this. A lot of people are laid off from work right now. You don't need to sleep in. Time to work. Also last night. Now, I don't know. So Trump is saying that, just so you guys are aware, I don't think this is going to impact the market in any way, but he's saying if a second wave hits, he's not going to close the country again. He says, we are not closing our country if the second wave hits. People say that's a very distinct possibility. It's standard, Trump said when asked about a second wave during a tour of a Ford factory in Michigan. We're going to put out the fires. We're not going to close the country, Trump said. We can put out the fires, whether it is an ember or a flame. We are going to put it out, but we are not closing the country, our country. So, Daniel, MF, Dutt, Aditya, Samir, Joe, appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining on a Friday. But the weird thing is we have Memorial Day. We have Memorial Day this weekend, and we have nowhere to go. Like most Fridays before Memorial Day, are dead in terms of the stock market, in terms of people watching the streams and stuff like that. The day before, usually people turn Fridays into like a 4-day weekend. Mason, Lion, but we have nowhere to go. Well, maybe they do in Florida and stuff like that, but in Illinois, there's nowhere to go. I don't know what Wall Street is going to be doing, but I think this is going to be kind of like a weird day. It's going to be a weird day. Yeah, I think going back to not closing the country if there's a second wave that hits. I think what they were trying. Now I might get flagged on YouTube for false information. This is what I believe. I don't know how. This is what I believe. But I think what they were trying to do was not flood the healthcare system, and they succeeded in that. And now I think they already knew, like, hey, everybody's probably going to get this at some point, but we don't want to overwhelm the healthcare system. And now that we've succeeded in that, let's see what let's see what happens. Let's see. BA, yeah, Boeing is up here. Boeing got an upgrade yesterday. It's moving back up to 144 area. Let's see if it's breaking range. It's starting to try to reverse range here. If we look at Boeing right now, it's trying to reverse range, but it's topping out. So it's at topped out 144. Really needs above like 148, 149 to start trying to break the downtrend. If it could go to 148, 149, it could start breaking the downtrend here. So, Nvidia had earnings last night. Nvidia is flattish. I wish I definitely sold premium in here. Premium was 150% for this week, but I just couldn't put anything on. Not being at my desk, not knowing what's going on, I could have put a trade on in good conscience, you know. In other news, guys, I'm actually gonna get a real haircut today. As you can see here, it's long, not looking so good. I'm getting a real haircut today. We're getting it cut on the down low because the salons and the barber shops and all that are still closed here. So we're locked down forever. You know, Ricardo, what's going on? Joe Carl, AZN. Let's look at autos. AZN's AutoZone, right? Typically don't trade. No, AZN's Astra. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I've never traded AZN. I mean, if I'm looking at the chart here, it's at 54. You know, probably looking like it's getting rejected here. Looking like it's coming back to like 53, 54. Yeah, my wife has been cutting my hair, but yeah, I'm definitely grateful. But she definitely quit. You know, she definitely quit. So. You know, and I see all these guys on Facebook. It's like they're posting their picture of like their wife cutting hair. It's like, yeah, it's all right, but you know, if the quarantine lasts longer, I'm gonna have her get her fade game up. I'm like, bro, did you ask her what she wants to do? You think she wants to get her fade game up? She just wants you to be quiet. You know, she doesn't care what you look like. You're married. Yeah, Indiana, Wisconsin. I mean, everybody is open but Illinois. Okay, Joe. Everyone is open but Illinois. 330, 335 credit spread on Nvidia. Man, that's gonna be nice, David. Expires the 29th. Expires the 29th. So that's next week expiration. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, the problem with next week, I mean, I don't know how much premium crush you're going to get. Going to get the Vaseline out this morning? Yeah, I mean, I checked in this morning. I'm like, oh, things are looking pretty good for my positions, and now we're back up. But I feel like we're walking on eggshells here. Any type of volume is going to really move. What part of Illinois are you from? I'm in the northwestern suburbs of Chicago. People are like, oh, where are you from? You can't. If you're from Illinois, you can't just be like, oh, I'm from Chicago, because I'm not in Chicago. I'm outside of Chicago, and I mean, it's a big place. You know, it's a big place. Do you think if SpaceX does well in their launch on the 27th, will space benefit? I mean, it depends on if they can land some government contracts. I mean, obviously, we know the market does move on optimism. So the market moves on optimism. I don't see why not. I mean, this is coming back down to the 200-day moving average, which is right at 14. What is it at right now? It's 14.95, so it's trying to bounce back. I mean, it does look. It did break range here, but if it can maintain this, we'll be a little bit bullish. Joliet, you out there in the sticks. Do I use Robinhood Instant? Adam, no. I want to trade options on Robinhood, but I can't because of pattern day trading. Any suggestions? Yeah, don't use Robinhood. Open up a new account with Tastyworks or Thinkorswim, and you could trade just fine. I mean, you're still held with under PDT, but you'll be able to do some stuff. Now, let's look at SPY. You guys, and I'm going to take some stock suggestions here. Let's look at SPY. Man, SPY dipped down to 291 last night or this morning. Crazy. Futures had a crazy move last night, and we're still stuck in this purgatory where it looks like a little bit bullish, but it's still stuck under 295, 296. If it stays under here, You could use Tastyworks. I use Tastyworks or Thinkorswim. The biggest problem that people have coming off Robinhood is the complexity of other platforms. But once you get used to it, I mean, it's really easy. You know, it's like kind of going from Mac to Windows, where you know Mac is clean, it looks good, but they're holding back information. And then you go over to Windows, and it's like, wow, this thing looks like a piece of junk, way too much information. However, it makes you a better trader. So if we can find somebody that kind of goes down in the middle, Tastyworks try to do it, but I feel like they cut back a lot on their charts and stuff like that. So that's why you see me using, I'm using Thinkorswim here, and I'm using Tastyworks. So I need a broker that is a little bit of both. Ease of use and also technical. That's what I want. That's what I want. Webull? Yeah, Webull. Webull's all right. I don't like the main problem that I have with Webull. I hate how their menus are like how to get to your portfolio and how to get to like the trade page, and it's not like what right clicking and stuff. I don't really like it that much when you're trying to do things that are fast. I do like Webull over Robinhood because they do have like a full desktop platform. We have a full desktop platform. They have a web platform. So they have an actual desktop platform, like a software you download on your Mac or your PC. Okay, Kevin, BYND. So what are you guys looking at this morning? Let's take a look at some stocks that you guys are looking at. Enough about me. BYND. So I made some money on BYND the other day when it popped back up to like the 142 area, 141. But it just, for some reason, if you look over the past week, every time it pops up here, it can't stick. Like if you look at this 140 area, it's been having a hard time. It did pop up to 144 at one. Probably someone was getting squeezed pretty hard, and then it popped down. How pissed was that guy? You know. Anyways, but yeah, it opened up around 140 yesterday. It dropped down. Tried to make another push for 140 yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, popped down again. So I've been trading beyond, but I'm a little bit concerned about this 140 area. It does look bullish, like it's gonna pop out, but it definitely comes back down. You know, every time you think it's gonna pop back out, I thought it was gonna run. You're like, okay, it broke the 142 area. It's popping 144. We're going to 150 today, and then what does it do? It closes like, what did it close at the other day? It closed at 140, 140.82, or like 140.50. So. And now it's gapping down a little bit to 137. So I like Beyond. I think that if you're looking at the 1-year chart, it's definitely consolidating in this area, which is good, which is above its previous consolidation area. However, if you look at its previous consolidation areas, when it's consolidated in the past, it's dropped. It's consolidated in the past and dropped. And is it going to consolidate here and break the range, or are we consolidating here and we're going to drop again? So it's a little bit complicated for Beyond, but that's pretty much what I'm looking at. So Daniel Ring, what's going on? Twilio, Mason, Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia. I mean, it's just burning. Nvidia's gonna burn the premium, guys. I mean, there's no way around it. No way around it. Carl, Twilio. So Twilio, has their options gotten a little bit better in terms of liquidity? I mean, open interest it's okay. I used to like trading Twilio, but the biggest problem I had was liquidity. But this is really popping up pre-market, huh? I mean, Twilio, ever since earnings, I mean, it's just popping. Now it's up over 200. So, I mean, I don't think at this point nothing can stop it. And if it gets some more momentum to the upside, it's been consolidating. Really nice swings here. A little bit dangerous, but definitely consolidation could have another leg up for sure. Looks like it might be today. But anyone selling premium on Nvidia, man, you guys, congrats. I wish I was one of you, but I didn't open any new positions yesterday. When you see a chart, like when I see a chart like Twilio like this, like I will want to get in, but you want to reduce your size because anything could happen. This could definitely go against you. it could stay the same for a very long time. I've seen major gap up like this, and people are like, oh, it's got to move now. It's got to move, and it literally stayed flat like this for 2 months, burning all premium up. So when I see a chart like this, especially like this, I keep my size small because I'm like, okay, chances are it's going to move. But what if it doesn't? What if it just stays up here? I mean, it's basically been around 180, 190 for the last almost 2 weeks of trading sessions, almost last 10 days, right? And it could stay another 3 weeks just chilling here. It could pop up, pop down, pop up, pop down. And I mean, that's healthy for the stock to build consolidation there. But for options traders, obviously we don't want that to happen. We want to move up or we want to move down. And because you're looking for a big win here, but just be careful. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. I'm new to investing, and I'm using Robinhood because I'm trying to invest for the long term with dividends, and was wondering what's the point in holding stocks that don't have dividend payouts. I mean, Amazon doesn't have dividend payouts, and they're doing fine. You don't have to hold the stock for dividends. You can hold the stock just because it's a good company and the stock increases in value. CCL, RCL. So cruise lines, what are they doing? They're starting to show some life, but I mean they're stuck at 44 right now. I mean they're just flat down here and not doing anything. I mean, I think you can make some money, and maybe I might try to start trading them because I mean this is a really good price action from 40 to 45, 44 to 40. I mean this is really good price action for a $40 stock. Implied volatility is a little bit on the high end, but you can get something relatively good priced up in here. Implied volatility is a little bit on the high end, but I mean that's to be given because they're expecting the stocks to move. I mean I don't think I'm. So the cruise lines, I have kind of mixed feelings about. I'm not like bullish, but I'm trying to put my personal bias aside. Like I don't like cruises in general. Like I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna hop on this cruise. I'm more like, hey, hook me up with that all inclusive in Mexico. That's more what I'm about. I'm more like land bound. I'm not. I don't really want to be on the ocean and how that all goes, and especially with the coronavirus. So. That being said, they have dropped, like 75% here. So value investors are looking to get in there. People that find value, I mean, I definitely think there could be value here, but I don't know what their business is going to do. I don't know. I mean, what are they looking at? I think they're RCL. Yeah, I heard that too. They're going to start selling in August. So the question is, like, what is the demand? If demand goes back up to normal, people are booking and everything's safe, I mean, probably a good deal. I mean, maybe I should just pick up a couple shares just for fun, And if it goes lower, it goes lower, That's kind of where I'm at right now. You have to if you're going to invest in the cruise lines, you have to believe in what they're doing and that they can recover. I definitely think that they could recover, but how long? How long is it going to take? That is the question. And for options trading, time is important. Time is very important. CAR. Yeah, I mean, Avis, all the Hertz. I mean, everybody. I mean, they're hurting. I mean, it's travel's down 95%. So if no one's traveling, no one needs cars. But it is flattening out here. So if travel picks back up, I don't think we're going to return. But if travel, I think if like Avis and those type of people, like if they even like. I think any news is good news for them because all the bad news is out of the way. We're expecting some of them to fold. We're expecting some of them to go lower. I mean, I think that you could definitely find a deal here. I mean, they're not all going to go out of business, and travel is going to resume. They're not going to be at the levels, but even that, I mean, even if it comes back up to 25, I mean, you're good. Even if it comes up to 22, 20 area, you're good. You're making 20, 30% on this. So comes up to 30, you're making 100% gain on your stocks, So I find that I find hurts his shirt. Yeah, that didn't sound right, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I might actually be looking into some of these stocks as well. I have to do some long term planning out here, and gonna try to find some value buys. And you just want to be careful. If you're holding on 5 to 10 years, you don't really care about. I mean, this is gonna look like a blip on the chart. Has some growth and some value dividend stocks, diversify the portfolio. Yep. Starbucks. And I can't believe how I've been going to Starbucks over the last. So since I've been gone, I was out and about. I've been going to Starbucks. I can't believe how jammed Starbucks is, and that doesn't mean anything in terms of the stock, right? You know, people always like, oh yeah, I went to Best Buy and it was so jammed. I'm gonna buy all these calls, and they're like, actually, we're gonna like close half our stores and lay off 90% of our people, and we're having a rough time here. You know, people always do that. Like, I went to Macy's and it was jammed. I'm gonna buy all this stock, and then, anyways, just be careful. Like, you have to value the company as a whole, not on your personal experience. So, I mean, Starbucks drive-thrus have been jammed. But this looks exactly like SPY. I mean, this chart looks exactly like SPY. It's having a V-shaped recovery and stalling out around 78 here. It's at 79 here, 77 right now, 77.90 right now after hours, pre-market. So, you know, for Starbucks, it's got to break range to be to go bull. Thoughts on Penn? And Penn's been going nuts, huh? I've been kind of following along a little bit. It's not a stock that I've traded, but it's just going insane, parabolic. I mean, and now that it's broke above here, broke above like 27 area. I mean, it's just ripping. It's just ripping. Option liquidity not great though. Option liquidity not great. But if you're trading the stock, looks pretty good. I had Penn $5 in March. Oof. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, I didn't sell any stock during this, but I didn't buy any either. But there's still a lot of value. And I think that the value is going to come too. You know, if you guys could do me a favor, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. But I mean, we got time. Don't worry. We have time. Twitter's also looking bullish to me. It's at 32.21. You know, it's down a little bit, but I mean, if you're looking at the 1 year, looks like it wants to pop up to 34. And futures are looking a little bit bullish. Nasdaq just went green. Futures just went a little bit bullish, but I mean, we're in a very dangerous area right in here. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of sellers up in here. I mean, I wish I was trading with you guys yesterday. Yesterday looked like a lot of fun. Yeah, China abandoned GDP. They said, hey, we don't know what's going on. I mean, we don't even know if their numbers are real anyways. And they said, we're confused ourselves. We're just going to not say what our numbers are. There you go. All right, market is opening in just a couple minutes here. Yeah, we had Alibaba report earnings. Palo Alto reported earnings last night. Palo Alto ripped up from 220 to 247. If you guys don't know what they are, they sell like firewalls and stuff for IT, for businesses, and basically information security appliances, IT appliances. And I mean, this really ripped back up 243 right now. So this is that's crazy. 125 to 250, 100% gain in just a couple months. Insane. Yo, Matt Marks, what's going on? SoftBank and Work going to merge? I don't know. SoftBank is. I think they were over leveraged. I think SoftBank was over leveraged. I don't know for sure, but the way they're acting was they can't. It's like they can't make it through. IBM, they're both head to mass layoffs. Yeah, I mean, IBM, HP, maybe even Dell. Dell still ticking here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Where are we going today? Right now we're at resistance. We're looking at SPY here. We're right at resistance here. It's at 294.65. It hit 291 pre-market. We're right here at resistance. They try to bust it through. They try to bust it through 297, 298 area and rejected that. I wonder how many shorts are pissed, you know, like how many people got squeezed out of that. Jeez, you know. And Baidu's down. It's good for me. But Baidu's dipping down. Alibaba. Oh man, Walmart's pretty flat last few days. Glad I got out of that. Alibaba. Chinese stocks are moving. Let's see what's Facebook. Facebook is up a tad, not a lot, but man, Facebook really ripped on that shop news. I mean, that was crazy. Probably pulled back to 220. What do you guys think? Wouldn't be surprised. Facebook pulled back to 220. I kind of want to short Facebook a little bit, but I feel like it got overhyped and they had a short squeeze. Let's see here. What's Facebook Premium going for right now? I'm up 27% on Baidu right now. Let's see what. Man, Premium was so cheap up in Facebook. All right, I'm not going to open up a trade the first 15 minutes, but I might trade a pullback to 220 area, 225 area on Facebook. Hit 237 yesterday and came down to 231. So I might trade some spreads in there. Shop is coming back. Shop's pulled back $4 as well. Let's see if we can. What can we do? So maybe I'll trade some pullback. We'll let the market open up here. I don't put trades on the first 15 minutes just so I protect myself. And Alibaba's ripping again. Baidu's ripping, starting to get rejected here a little bit. We also have, if you guys weren't here earlier, just keep in mind market is closed on Monday. So if you're trading for next week, you have one last day. You have one last day for next week. So be mindful. I might be looking to short Facebook. That's what I'm looking at. Boeing. Hold on, let me move Facebook over here. Yeah, Boeing. Let's see what Boeing's doing this morning. It's actually opened up a little bit higher. It's at 140. So downtrend is still intact. Like I was saying earlier, it really needs the 148, 149 area to break this downtrend. Right here still looks like a good short. even with their upgrades, you know? Even with their upgrades. Still looks like a good short to me. Market's gonna sell like that. What's Tesla doing this morning? Tesla, man. Tesla was crazy yesterday. It went from 796 to 830. Anybody make money on Tesla yesterday? Jeez, that is crazy. I mean, just insane now it's $7 lower. But apparently, I mean, $7 is nothing. $40 rip. All right, S&Ps, Dow, and Nasdaq just went red. I mean, we're relatively flat right now. We're having a relatively flat morning, but it's not looking good for long positions. You know, I'm getting some money, but I really needed to put on some new positions the last couple of days. I'm kind of just sitting on these positions, not really doing anything, making some money. I'm up a little bit, as you can see here on the day. We still got a little work to do because just DraftKings dropped a little bit. We're down a little bit on that bad boy. So we gotta figure out something to do that. So kind of like some people are like, I don't know how to trade up being away from the screen. What I did was I aligned my positions. All these trades are 30 days out to buy me time, so that way I don't need to be in front of the computer. And also, when I get back, I can always readjust. Readjusting. Being down $100, $100 here, $100 there is not a big deal. You can work your way out of that. Chad, what? Were you riding into same day expiration, bro? Did the option sellers take you? And Baidu's really coming down here. It's up 37%. Might need to close that. Might need to close that out. Baidu's really coming down. I feel like my screen froze. Am I here? Am I here? Sell Disney. So I'm short Disney. Up 43% on Baidu. Let's see here. That's pretty crazy. Disney. Yeah, Disney, I'm looking to pull back. I have the 115 put. I'm looking for it to pull back to 110 is what I'm looking at. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get it. So this is how I'm trading it. I don't know what your beliefs are and what you see differently, but this is what I see. Right now I'm trading the 115 put. I'm down $100 on, which is 30%. So not too crazy. I've seen it rejected here. It's just been chilling here. It did dip below. Could have took profits on the other day and didn't. I'm still looking forward to revisit this 110 area. So we'll see if we get it. Man, Facebook's dipping. Should have got in, but I don't want to break my rules. First day back trading, you start breaking your rules. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. $529, 117 Diz puts. Yeah, those look good. Kevin. Yeah, Chad, you gotta be careful riding into same day expiration. Let's see what Alibaba. I feel like these Chinese stocks are getting crushed. Whew. Look at that. Come on, Baidu. Come down to 100. Come down to 100 for your boy. Give me a nice Friday gift. Come down to 100. It's already down 4.87%. It's almost down 5%. And Alibaba wilding out. Now Alibaba was interesting here. Basically came up to 220 area, got rejected. Now it's 201. So I think I'm gonna start trading these Chinese stocks again because they seem to be making money again. I'll be sad though if Alibaba and them get delisted. I mean, I understand the game that's going on, that's being played right now, but I mean, for options, Alibaba was in 2018, Alibaba was my top performer. In 2018, Alibaba was my best performing stock. I mean, I would consistently make 100% gainers, and it was just wild. It was wild. I mean, I'd always make back-to-back 100% gainers on Alibaba. It was just wild. It was a good time. Man, S&P's just ripped down hard. Well, what do you guys think? What other stocks you guys going to look at? I'm going to take off here in a couple minutes. What other stocks are you looking at? It's ripping down, but it seems to be going relatively slow. I mean, we're only in the 8 minutes of open, and we've already down. So just dropped like 10 points. Boeing's down a little bit. I gotta find some plays here. Polo, what do I think about space? I kind of covered that a little bit earlier, but I'll talk about it again. I mean, basically, it's definitely a downtrend. It might come back down to like the 14 area, 200-day for support. Looks like it's trying to do that, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And this is what happens when penny stockers and their followers get a hold of a stock. It's not good. It's not good. Manipulation. I mean, this type of manipulation should be illegal. But the problem is, how do you prove it? Especially with the internet now. Man, things are moving slow for me this morning. Twitter's moving real slow. like, what is going on here? Not even loading. All right, well, let's see. Let's see what. Let's see if we can pull it up over here. All right, Tasty Works for the win. Tasty Works for the win. This chart looks like trash. Looks like it's moving back up here, and I can't flip between the 1 year and the. Sucks. These charts are so garbage. But yeah, we were talking about like it moving back up to 34, having some resistance back up to 34. I mean, Tasty Works is working, but these you can't like flip easily between 1 year and the like I do on Thinkorswim. I like to flip between the intraday and the 1 year chart, and I can't do that here. But yeah, I mean it's flat at open. It's trying to move back up. But yeah, I mean Thinkorswim's dead. Thinkorswim is down. Like nothing's going on here. Let's see if we can get. I mean, these are moving. The quotes are moving over here, but charts are not moving. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I am at 55% on Baidu, so that's good. But if you look here, look at this quote: 104.77 on Thinkorswim, and the quote for Baidu right now on Tastyworks 104.22, 104.27. That's a big difference. So I don't know. Looks like Thinkorswim's gonna ruin my live stream here. Can't pull up any charts. Anyways, guys, so that being said, I'm going to take off. I'll be in the Discord. I'll be on Facebook. I'll be everywhere. Hit me up. Shoot me a DM. I'll be around. As always, stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.